So, good evening, everyone. I know it's actually late night, but welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is Naveen, and I'll be taking you through CAT 2022 first slot QA section. So, if you guys have watched our analysis for CAT, all the three slots, you will realize that the easiest quant was in the first slot. Thankfully, I was in that slot. So, in the analysis, you may have come across, how many questions you need to solve and what was the level of difficulty, how much you need to score in order to get a certain percentile, right? Yeah, good evening, Varun. So we are not going to get into the analysis part. We are quickly going to solve all the questions. We are going to see how we should have attempted the questions, what should have been the right approach during the exam time. So we're not going to get into the concepts and how and whys of the questions. So let's start. Okay, let's see if we can solve all the questions in 40 minutes or so. So the first question is for any natural number n, suppose the sum of the first n terms of an AP is n plus 2n square. If the nth term of the progression is divisible by 9, then the smallest possible value of n is. Since n plus 2n square is sum, so I need the first two sums, right? So I'll put n is equal to 1, I'll get the sum as 3. And if I put n is equal to 2, I'll get the sum as 10. So the first number is, if I talk about this series, right, and it's an AP. So the first term is 3. The sum of first two terms is 10, so it should be 7. So there is a jump of 4, so I'll keep on adding 4. And this will continue. I want to find the term which is divisible by 9. So far, none of the terms is divisible by 9. So 3, 7, 11, 15. The next term is going to be 19. The next term is going to be 23. The next term is going to be 27. This number is divisible by 9. This is our first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So the smallest possible value of n will be 7, wherein it will give us a term of this series which is divisible by 9. Second question. Alex invested his savings in two parts. The simple interest earned on the first part is 15% per annum for 4 years. Is the same as the simple interest earned on the second part at 12% per annum for 3 years. Then the percentage of his savings invested in the first part is. So, first part 15%, 4 years is same as second part 12%, sorry, not 20, it's 12. So 12%, 3 years. So percentage goes away, 4 goes away, and then another 3 goes away. So we get 5 first part is equal to 3 second part. So first part is 5, first part is 3, right? And second part is 5, right? First part is 3, second part is 5. So the percentage of his savings investment in the first part. So he saves 3 out of total. 3 by 8 is nothing but 37.5%. Pretty easy. Third, the number of ways of distributing 20 identical balloons among 4 children such that each child gets some balloons, but no child gets an odd number of balloons. So we have 4 children such that they have a total of 20 balloons, and no child gets an odd number of balloons. That means every child should give a multiple of 2. So I'm going to write here, and they should get at least some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give 2 to everyone, right? 2 पहले दे देते हैं सबको. So we are left with 12, and since everyone is supposed to get even number of balloons, not odd, so can I say this 12 is actually made up of 6 2s? So if I distribute 12 in even numbers, the values will also be even, right? So the question changes to, in how many ways can I give 6 2s to 4 children? So it's going to be 6 plus 4 minus 1 C4 minus 1, which is going to give me 9C3. 9 into 8 into 7 divided by 3 factorial, which is 3 into 2 into 1. So 3 goes away. This 2 goes away. 12 into 7, 84 ways. Since it was a theta question, so we had to type in 8 and 4. Right. Next, all the vertices of a rectangle lie on a circle of radius r. If the perimeter of the rectangle is P, then the area of the rectangle is. So for this question, what I did was I took a circle and inside this circle, I took a square to make the calculation easier because a square is a rectangle, right? So I stereotyped it. And within these, I have certain values. This is the radius and this one is the side. So I took the perimeter of the square as, let's take this as 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So, yeah, 4, 4, 4, 4, kuch bhi le sakte hain. To make the calculation easier, I can see we have 8, 16, 8 and 2 in the option. So I'll prefer perimeter as 16 so that each side is going to be 4. And if each side is going to be 4, so the diagonal, which is the diagonal of the square, this is going to be a total of 4 root 2. If it is 4 root 2, so the radius will turn out to be 2 root 2. So radius is 2 root 2. So I'm going to put in these two values in the options and find out if the area of the rectangle turns out to be 16 or not. मेरे को 16 चाहिए, इसमें से किस में से आ जाएगा? Let's check the first option. So I will have 16 square upon 8 minus 2 root 2 ka whole square by 2, which is going to give me 16 into 2, 32 minus 4 into 2, 8. By 2, which is 4. 16 ही चाहिए ना? 4h and 4 root 2 था, तो ये 2 root 2 दे देगा. 8 by 2, 4, 16 into 2, 32. ठीक है, so there is no calculation mistake. So this is 28. So this is not our answer. Okay. Second option, right? Second option is going to be 16 square by 2 minus 2 into 16 into 2 root 2. The answer is going to be irrational, right? So B can't be our answer. C, this is 16 square upon 16 minus 2 root 2 ka whole square. So this is 16 minus something, which is less than 16 for sure. So C can't be our answer. D हो जाएगा 16 square by 8 minus 2 into 2 root 2 का whole square. 16 square by 8 is 32 minus 8 into 2, 16, which is 16. 16 match कर गया. So D is our answer. Right? Stereotyped it. So these were the options that I chose one by one. Okay, next question is, let ABC be non-zero real number such that B square is less than 4AC. The moment I see B square is less than 4AC, it means two things. I'll have imaginary roots, and graphically it means that the graph will not touch x-axis, right? Okay. If the set S consists of all integers m such that f of m is less than 0, f of m is less than 0 means the graph is always going to lie below. The height is always going to be negative. So what does this mean? It means that if I have an x-axis and this is one possible graph, right, depending upon A, and the other possible graph is going to be this, right? If I want the graph to have negative heights, so it is true for all the values of m, as in for all integral values this is true. But if it is this graph, all the heights are positive, it will never happen. So one of the two things will happen. either there is no value of m where the height will be negative, upper wala case, or there are going to be all the values of integer, all integral values, that is all values of m where m is an integer, that will give us that the height is negative. So ये दोनों में से कोई भी हो सकता है. Set of all positive integers, yes. Set of all integers, yes. Either the empty set or the set of all integers, yes. Empty set. So actually ABD तीनों possible है. C gives us the better option, right? Sixth, Pinky is standing in a queue at a ticket counter. Suppose the ratio of number of persons standing ahead of Pinky. So suppose this is where Pinky is and this is the direction in which she is facing. Persons standing ahead of Pinky, there are 3 people, and the number of persons standing behind her, there are 5 people. Total number of people in the queue is less than 300. So we have how many people? We have 8x plus 1 Pinky. This is less than 300, or 8x is less than 299, or x should be less than 299 upon 8, which will give us 37 point something. So we have 3x initially as in ahead of Pinky and 5x behind her. So we need the maximum number of people standing ahead of Pinky. So we need the maximum value of x. Since x is integer, the maximum value of x that we can have is 37. Since x 37 is maximum, the maximum number of people who will be standing ahead of Pinky should be 3 into 37, which is a very easy number, 111. A theta question, so we have to type in 111. Question number 7. Trains A and B start traveling at the same time towards each other with constant speeds from stations X and Y. So this is station X, and then we have station Y. A is traveling towards Y, B is traveling towards X. Train A reaches station Y in 10 minutes. So this is 10 minutes. While train B takes 9 minutes to reach station X after meeting train A. So suppose they meet someplace. I don't know where they're going to meet. I don't know their speeds. पर चलो मान लेते इधर मिलते हैं. After this, B takes 9 minutes. Then the total time taken in minutes by train B to travel from station Y to station X. So पूरा time चाहिए. पूरा time के लिए I need this time. Now, if you have gone through our revision classes of CAT and MAT, we have done this question like 10-20 times. In the class also we have done this, right? So अपन मानते हैं कि this is t time that B takes to meet and A takes t time to meet. Obviously same time लगेगा मिलने में, and 10 minus t is the time that A will take to reach beyond. Now if you remember, this meeting time is nothing but the geometric mean of the time they take after meeting to reach their respective destinations. So this t square is going to be 90 minus 90, or we will have t square plus 90 minus 90 is equal to 0. If we have to solve this, इसको इधर ही पुट कर लेते हैं. If I take t is equal to 6, इधर में, I'll get my answer, right? t अगर 6 ले लिया, तो 36 is equal to 9 into 4. Makes sense. So this is 6 minutes. So B takes a total of 9 plus 6, 15 minutes, right? Next. In a village, the ratio of number of males to females is 5:4. The ratio of number of literate males to literate females is 2:3. The ratio of the number of illiterate males to illiterate females is 4:3. If 3,600 males in the village are literate, then the number of females in the village is. Okay. So we have male and female, we have literate and we have illiterate. How many literate male and female do we have? We have 5x and 4x. Sorry, नहीं, ये तो total है. Sorry. So this is 2x and 3x. This is 4y and 3y. And total male we have is 5 and this is 4. So the ratio is 5:4. So 2x plus 4y divided by 3x plus 3y is equal to 5 upon 4. If we cross multiply, we will have 8x plus 16y is equal to 15x plus 15y. This will give us 7x is equal to y. So the value of x will be 1, value of y will be 7, right? Y is going to be 7, x is going to be 1. So if y is 7 and x is 1, so we have 2 male here, 3, 7 into 4, 28 illiterate male, 7 into 3, 21 illiterate female. Total male we have is 30, total female we have is 24, right? It makes sense. 30 is to 24, it's 5 is to 4. Now what they have given us is 3600 males in the village are literate. So ये बोल रहे हैं कि अगर ये literate male, ये 2 अगर 3600 है, then total number of females मतलब 24 कितना होगा? So obviously 12 times 3600 into 12. 3600 into 12 will be 360 plus 72, which is 432, followed by 2 zeros. Since it was a theta question, we had to put in 43200, right? Okay. Ninth, the largest real value of A for which the equation has an infinite number of solutions for x. Since we have 2 mods, right? Sorry, it should be plus. We are going to have infinite number of solutions if I put x is equal to 0, or if I put x 0 nahi, if I put x is equal to 1, 0 ka surety nahi hai. If I put x is equal to 1, I should get 2 on the either side. Right side pe to 2 already hai. Left side pe bhi 2 chahiye apne ko. So what should we write over here so that it becomes 2 if I put x is equal to 1? 1. X की जगह 1 रखेंगे तो ये 2, ये 0 हो जाएगा, तो 2 is equal to 2. That's when you get infinite solutions. When you have 2 mods, you get a bucket shaped figure, you get a flat surface. That's when you get infinite. So 1. Right? Okay. Next, this was the question which I had to leave because, you know, as we don't only have to solve the questions, but we also have to kind of remember the questions so that we can do the analysis. ये question मैंने छोड़ दिया था. So I skipped 2 questions actually. So it says Ankita buys 4 kg cashews, 14 kg peanuts, 6 kg almonds. Okay. So if we talk about cashews, peanuts and almonds, if I talk about kgs, yani weight, this is 4, this is 14, this is 6. When the cost of 7 kg cashews, so if you talk about cost, 7 kg cashews is same as that of 30 kg peanuts or 9 kg almonds. So we are going to find out what are the values of, as in what is the price of cashew, peanut and almond as per our assumption. These are not the actual values. Maybe, may not be, right? So 730 and 9. So C should be 630 ho gaya na iska LCM. 7 into 9 into 10. So cashew is going to be 90, peanut is going to be 21, almond is going to be 70. So almond का price 70, peanut का 21, cashew का 90. This is price per kg, ठीक है, याद रखना, per kg लिया मैंने. Okay. She mixes all the 3 nuts and marks the price for the a price for the mixture in order to make a profit of 1752. She sells 4 kg of this mixture at its mark price and the remaining at a 20% discount on the mark price, thus making a total profit of 744. Then the amount in rupees that she had spent in buying almonds. तो मेरे को last part important है, बीच में काफी gibberish है, मतलब things that we don't understand right away. So if I want to find out how much price did she pay for almond, this is going to be 6 into 70, which is 420. So can I say the final amount that she's going to pay, as in she's going to spend while buying almonds, should be in the table of 6 and 7 both, pehla step, right? So 1440 is not in the table of 7, so this is gone. 2520 is in the table of 7. It's also in the table of 6. 6 as in 3. So ye chalega. C is 1680. This is in the table of 7. Yes. Is it in the table of 3? Yes. 1176, is it in the table of 3? Yes. Is it in the table of 7? 42, 76. It is, but it doesn't end in 0, right? So we can't have a fraction price, right? So D भी ignore कर सकते हैं आराम से. Now between B and C, okay, the best approach should be if we use the options rather than solve it, because I believe there's a lot of mark price and the markup percentage is not known because we don't know the actual cost price. तो options से चलते हैं. So 420 का simpler option क्या है? 1680 4 times, right? 420 into 4 is 1680. So I'll start with C option. और देखते हैं कि कैसे करेंगे. Now, let's calculate total price because they're talking about profit overall and total profit, right? Total profit की बात कर रही है. So 4 into 90, this is going to be 360 rupees. 14 into 21, this is going to give us 280, 210 and 84, 294. So if I talk about total cost, assuming that C is the answer, so the total cost will be our assumed cost ka 4 times. Okay? 4 times. So this is 3, 5, 9, 1074. So 1074 का 4 times करना है. So this is going to be 4074 into 4. So 280 plus 16. So 4090, 4096. No, 296. 4296 is the total cost. Okay. Now what happens is marks the price in order to make a profit of 1752. So if I talk about total नहीं mark price कर लेते हैं. So mark price is going to be plus 1752. So this is 846048. Now what happens now is she sells 4 kg of the mixture at this mark price. Of course this is for the entire kg, right? And the remaining at a 20% discount on the mark price. तो अभी इधर को ना per kg वगैरह नहीं निकालेंगे. Think about it. Total marked का certain fraction is sold at the same price and certain is sold at a discount. So can I say that total अपने पास जो kg है that is 24 kg. Out of this 24 kg, 4 kg is sold at the mark price and remaining 20 kg is sold at 20% discount. So in what ratio the volumes are sold? 4 is to 20, 1 is to 5. तो अपन यही करने वाले हैं. We are going to divide it in the ratio 1 is to 5. तो mark price उतना ही रहेगा और बाकी 5 का हम लोग वो कर देंगे 20% reduction. So 6 parts में divide करना है. 6048 if I divide it into 6 equal parts, each part will be 1008, right? So this one will denote 1008 rupees and this 5 will denote इसका 5 times, which is 4040. Sorry, 5040, 5 times, है ना? So Ankita is going to get 1008 rupees. From this 5040, she is not going to get the entire money because now she is supposed to give a 20% discount on this. Remember, this is mark price. Discount mark price पे मिलता है. So 20% discount means 5040 में से we are going to subtract 1/5 of it, right? So this is going to be 1008 ka discount. Now, if she is going to get a discount of this of 1008 overall, isn't she supposed to get a reduction of this discount? मतलब जो उसका expected profit था वो उतने से ही कम हो जाना चाहिए. So is it true that 1752 minus 1008 is equal to 744? So this is the checklist. If this is true, that means 1680 is our answer, because that's how we began. 4 times करना है. 1752 minus 1008 is 752 minus 8, which is 744. So yes. So 1688 becomes our answer. If this was not true, the difference, as in the reduction in the profit because of the discount, is the actual reduction in the profit that she is going to see. क्योंकि सबको तो मार्क प्राइस पे बेच रही है, एक्सेप्ट फॉर द रिमेनिंग 20 kg, राइट? तो वो उधर से आ जाएगा. So if you solve it 1 or 2 times by with a bit of patience, you will realize that this is time consuming to understand and solve. Okay, so this was the question that you had to leave. Anyone who was stuck in that question, matlab wo gaya. Okay, this was the second question, which I found was very calculative. Again, straightforward question. We know exactly what to do, but difficult, as in calculation. So Amal buys 110 kg of syrup. So Amal hatate hain. Let's talk about syrup here. 110 kg and 120 kg of juice. So this is 120 kg of juice. Syrup being 20% less costly than juice. So juice का price P ले लेते, अपन इसका price ले लेते 0.8 P, 20% less. He sells 10 kg of this syrup. So 110 में से 10 kg at 10% profit. And 120 में से 20 kg at 20% profit. Now, if I really want to make the calculation easier, and it says the mixing the remaining juice. Remaining matlab 110 हो गया, sorry, not 110, 100 बचा ना, 110 में से 10 गया. So if I want the calculation to be easier on me, so I'm not going to take the actual values, I'm going to take the ratio of the weights. ठीक है? तो पहला स्टेप तो मैं यहाँ सिंप्लीफाई करूंगा. I'll take this as 1, this as 10, this as 2, पूरे का 0 हटा दे रहे, and this is going to be 10. Okay? Aman sells the mixture at 308.32 per kg. As in this 20 kg is going to sell at 308.32 and makes an overall profit of 64%. Then Amal's cost price in rupees per kg. So overall profit of 64%, how will we get it? Total selling price upon total cost price is equal to 1.64, right? So what is the total selling price? He is going to sell this 1 unit at 10% profit at the price 0.8p. He is going to sell, so we're done with this. He is going to sell those 2 units at 20% profit at the price P. ये P पे sell हो रहा है, ये 0.8p पे हो रहा है, ठीक है? Plus, he is going to sell these 20 units at 308.32. This is total selling price divided by, at what price did he buy overall? He bought 110, which is 11 into 0.8p. इसको भी हटा देते हैं 0. And that 12 units at price P. And this is 1.64. You can see this is calculative. Not that much, but हाँ है. Calculative तो है. So everything is in terms of P except for this term. So I'm going to leave it as such. इसको अपन 20 into 308.32 रहने देते हैं. This is going to be 1.64 into 0.88 plus, sorry, 0.88 नहीं, 11 into था. So 8.8 plus 12 minus this calculation, right? So this is going to be 2.4 and 0.88. 2.4 and 0.88. गलती तो नहीं कर रहा. So we have 2.4 and 0.88. Acha, theek. So this is 3.28 and we have this entire thing as P. At this moment you can prefer, as in you can use calculator. ठीक है, वो चलेगा. But if you pay attention, the values look difficult, but they are not really. This is actually 1.64 का double है ये. देखो. So I can take out 1.64 throughout outside, and I will have 20.8 minus 2, which is same as 1.64 into 18.8. Now this is the calculation that you should use using calculator. और अगर आपने इसको solve करा होगा, don't forget the P. Sorry, there is a P here, there is a P here. If you're going to use the calculator for this particular question, you will realize that this product and this product is 10 times. So you will get the value of P as 200. As in juice जो है वो 200 rupees per kg sale होता है. Question asked is Amal's cost price. Sale होता नहीं है, buy होता है. Amal's cost price for syrup, they're asking for syrup, which is supposed to be 0.8 times of 200, which is 160. So, a question which is solvable, a question which is not that difficult as it looks out to be, but exam में नहीं करना चाहिए था इसको. So, anyone who may have tried this may have got stuck and may have wasted 5-7 minutes because it's not easy. आपका calculator शुरुआत से help नहीं करेगा, वो help यहाँ जाके करेगा. ठीक है? 12th question. The average weight of students in a class increases by 600 grams when some new students join the class. Okay. If the average weight of the new students is 3 kg more than the average weight of the original students, okay, then the ratio of the number of original students to the number of new students is. So, if you talk about original and new students, इनका weight W था, new students का weight 3 kg as in 3000 grams more है, and पूरे group का is 600 more. So, all I had to do was use alligation. So, if I take the difference, this is going to give me 600. If I take the difference from this side, this is going to give me 2400. The ratio is going to give me 4:1. Now you had to pay a lot of attention as to what are they asking. Original is to new, new is to original. ये ध्यान रखना होता है. So we had to find out the ratio of the number of original students to the new students. So original is to new will be 4:1. Anyone who did not read that carefully may end up marking option B. Right? Pretty simple. 13th, the average of 3 integers is 13. That means 3 numbers का जो sum होगा, that is going to be 39. When a natural number n is included, so one number n is included, the average of these 4 integers is odd. The minimum possible value of n is. So option से शुरू करो, right? Minimum possible value is 1. So if I put 1, 39 plus 1 divided by 4, that's not odd, that's 10. Okay, next number is 3. If I put 3 here, 39 plus 3 is 42. 42 by 4 is in decimal. 39 plus 4, 43 by 4. D is our answer. Right? So all we had to do was use options. 14th. Let A is at least 0 and x is at least a but at most 100, and f of x is given as mod of x minus a plus mod of x minus 100 plus mod of x minus a minus 50. Then the maximum value of fx becomes 100 when a is equal to. Now if you remember, if you know what you are going to have here, it's how the graph of sum of mods happen, right? So there are 3 mods, and if you want it to be equal to 100, तो वो central value पे आना चाहिए, right? ये central value तब आना चाहिए when, if I take the bracket, a plus 50 should be at least 100, right? So if a plus 50 should be at least 100, so a should be 50 or more. Greater than equal to लिखा ही हुआ है तो plus के साथ. So A and B, they are gone for a toss. Now we have two options. I'll put one of the values and check. अगर वो workout कर गया ठीक है, नहीं करा तो I'll go move with the next option. So we have x minus a की value put करनी है हमें, plus x minus 100, this is fixed, plus x minus a minus 50. So I'll put accordingly. So two options. I'll start with 50. So if I put 50 over here, this is going to be 50. This is going to be 150. So if a is 50, x should take any value from 50 to 100. यही मतलब हुआ ना? So if I take x is equal to 50, so this is going to give me a was 50 ना? अच्छा sorry, ये 150 नहीं, ये 100 ही होगा ना? This is 100 only. Okay. When I take x is equal to 50, this vanishes. The other one gives me 50. The next one gives me 50. So this is 100. Okay. If I take x is equal to, let's take a number 70. 50 से 100 के बीच के numbers लेने x के. So if I take this as 70, I am going to get 20 from there. I am going to get 30 from there, and then I am going to get another 30 from there. So this is going to be 80. If I take x is equal to 100, so I'll get a 50 from there and nothing. So this is going to give me a 50. So it says the maximum value 100 ही रहेगा. As you can see, the value is decreasing and the maximum value you are going to get is 100 only. At what value of a? When we chose value of a as 50, right? So 50 पे ये completely perfectly work out कर रहा है. So 50 should be our answer. So there were few questions in the first slot of QA where going by the options was the better approach and it was always faster. The proper approach is very lengthy, okay, for this question. Graphical or non-graphical. Question number 15. A trapezium ABCD has a side AD parallel to BC. Angle BAD is 90. BC is 3 and AD is 8. Okay, so this is B and C, this is 3. And AD is 8 and BAD is 90. So that tells us कि भैया ऐसा कुछ figure है. This is 90 and it should be larger, right? So 3 and this thing is 8. Since this is 90, we are supposed to have 90 degrees at B as well, right? Okay. We have to find out the area of this trapezium if the perimeter is given as 36. Now out of 36, we already have 11, right? 8 plus 3. So we are left with 25. So 25 should be this sum of these two sides, right? Non-parallel sides. So the best approach is to drop a perpendicular so that you get a rectangle, let's say. Okay. Now this won't remain 8. It will break down into 3 and 5. Now, as we have discussed again and again, every time you see a right angle triangle where one of the sides is known, use triplets. So the triplets with a 5 we can have is 3, 4 and 5. We can have 5, 12, 13 and there are 5 triplets that you should know. 5 में से यही 2 होता है जिसमें 5 आता है. Now 5 is hypotenuse in the first one. So this will not make sense. 5, 12, 13, this makes sense. So this should be obviously 12, this should be 13, this is 12, so this should be 12. 12 plus 13 is 25. Quick. So perimeter is 36, parallel sides are 3 and 8. So what is the area of this trapezium? Half into sum of parallel sides into perpendicular distance between them, which is 12. So this is 11 into 6, 66. Since this was a theta question, we had to type in 6 and 6. Next question. In a class of 100 students, 73 like coffee. So total students we have is 100. 73 like coffee. 80 like tea. And lemonade is liked by 52 of them. It may be possible that some students do not like any of these 3 drinks. Okay. Then the difference between the maximum and minimum possible number of students who like all 3 drinks. So this is set theory, advanced level 2. but very easy to solve. You can use chocolate distribution, do not go for Venn diagram, or you can use equations. Again, shouldn't go for equations because you'll have more variables and less to solve. So if I want to maximize all three, जिसको x3 से denote करते हैं, that is always given as the smallest set. Smallest set कौन सा है? 52. ये हो गया max. If I want to find out mean of x3, that is also given by a standard format, right? The sum of total people is 205, not people, sorry, total coffee, lemonade and tea is 205. So mean of x3 will be 205 minus 2 into total people. जो बच जाएगा वो होगा. Chocolate distribution. There are 100 people, everybody is supposed to get 2, 2, 2, 2. You're left with 5. 5 goes to the first 5 people. So that the first 5 people have 3 drinks. And that's the minimum you can have. You can't get lesser than that. So 52 minus 5, you have to find the difference, right? So 52 minus 5 is going to give us 47. So I will treat this as very easy or easy question only if you are aware of the approach. If you are not aware of this approach, this is a very difficult one. 17th, let a and b be natural numbers. If a square plus ab plus a is equal to 14 and b square plus ab plus b is equal to 28, then a plus b is equal to what? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all add them. Why am I going to add them? Because I do see a square, b square and ab. So I know a plus b का whole square बनने वाला है. So b square plus ab plus b, this is equal to 28. So if I add them, I will get a square plus b square plus 2ab plus a plus b, and that is going to give us 42. So I will have a plus b ka whole square plus a plus b is equal to 42. I can take out a plus b common. I'll be left with a plus b plus 1 is equal to 42. So since a and b are natural numbers, this is nothing but product of 2 consecutive numbers. We solved this almost the same thing in our marathon session. So 6 into 7 होता है. So a plus b is 6. ये पता चल गया, right? So the answer is going to be 6 plus a, right? So a plus b is 6. Next, I need to find out what is a, because 2a plus b is nothing but a plus b, where a plus b already 6 आ चुका है अपना. The next approach is I have to somehow find one more equation between a and b, right? So if you pay a little attention, you will realize that the first equation, if you take out a common, you know what a plus b plus 1 is? अभी solve कर रहे हैं हमने, 7 है. So a is going to be 2. 2 into 7 is 14. So put 2 over here. 2 plus 6 will give you 8. Right? Okay. Next one. For natural numbers x, y and z, if xy plus yz is 19 and yz plus xz is equal to 51, then the minimum possible value of xyz is. Okay. So from the first one, if I take out y common, I have y is equal to x plus z is equal to 19. And from the second one, if I take out z common, I will have x plus y is equal to 51. And 19 is a prime number, 51 is not in the table of it, so we really can't see how many times. So अपन को hit and trial करना होगा, right? A smart hit and trial. So 19, since this is a prime number, so there are 2 possibilities. So either y is going to be 1 and x plus z is going to be 19, or vice versa. Let's start with this. If y is equal to 1 and x plus z is equal to 19, and 51 can be written as a product of what? 17 into 3. So then z turns out to be 17 and x turns out to be 2, right? So 17 into 2 plus 1 is equal to 51, and 1 plus 17, sorry, 1 into 2 plus 17 is equal to 19. So the minimum possible value of x, y, z means there are going to be a lot of values. सबसे छोटा वाला ढूंढना है. Right now, x into y into z is going to be 17 into 2 into 1, which is 34. Since it was theta, so we will not be sure unless and until we check other values, possibilities out as well. The other possibility was if y is 19 and x plus z is going to be 1. भाई ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, है ना? Because x plus z is 1, then at least one of them is 0, but they are both natural numbers. So we can't interchange them, but we can we can interchange 17 and 3. So we can say that z is 3 and x plus y is 17, out of which y is 1 and x is going to be 16. Such that 3 plus 16 is 19 into 1 and 3 into 16 plus 1 is 51. So either say the product of xyz is going to be 1 into 3 into 16, which is going to be 48. So we have two values. Out of these two values, the smaller one is 34, of course. So that should be the answer. Theta, type in 34. 19th, let a be the largest positive integer that divides all the numbers of the form 3 to the power k plus 4 to the power k plus 5 to the power k, and b be the largest positive integer that divides all the numbers of the form, whatever the expression is, where k is any positive integer. You can't take 0, you can't take fractions. Then a plus b is equal to. So क्या करने वाले इधर? Since we don't know exactly how to approach, so we are going to put in the values of k. ठीक है, so k की value पहले 1 रखते हैं. If I put the value of k as 1, this is going to give me 3 to the power 1, 4 to the power 1, 5 to the power 1. So this is going to give me nothing but 12. If I put k is equal to 2, I will get 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square. So this is 25 plus 25, 50. I'll take k is equal to 3. So I'm going to get 3 cube plus 4 cube plus 5 cube, 125, 27, 64, 7, 11, 5, 216, right? This is good enough. Okay, if I'm going to put the same thing in the next expression, so what I'm going to do is 4 to the power k is common now. So I'm going to take out 4 to the power k outside. So I'll be left with 1 plus 3 plus 4 square. So 16 plus 4, 20 into 4 to the power k here. So if I put k is equal to 1, this is 20 into 4. If I put k is equal to 2, this is 20 into 4 square. Next one is 20 into 4 cube. Now, as per the given question, a is the largest number that will divide all of this. देखो भाई 12, 50 and 216 का जो HCF है, the highest number that will divide all these three is 2. 50 में 4 नहीं है. 12 and 216 they have 4. And see, if you can think about this, it's even and even, right? 3 to the power k plus 5 to the power k, इनका sum हमेशा even है, and 4 to the power k is always even. So even plus even will be even. So will we get a 2 or a 4? We will get a 2 only, we can see. We will not get a 4 every time. So a is 2. That's the highest value. And if I look at b, can I say this is the, ये तो है ही सब में. If I take the HCF of all the expressions we are going to get, at least whatever we see. So this is going to be 80. So a plus b is going to be equal to 84. This was also a theta question, so we had to type in 8 and 4. The only question from numbers that we had, which did not involve any concept of remainders and factorials and all that you guys may have studied so hard, nahi aaya, unfortunately. Okay, GIF, greatest integer function. For any real number x, let GIF of x be the largest integer less than or equal to x. We need this to be equal to 25, then n is. Okay, so 25 chahiye. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the LCM. So अपन इसको 25 ले लेते हैं. So this becomes 5 plus n. This is equal to 25. Now, if n is going to be 1, right? तो ये तो 0 point something है, whose GIF will be 0. If I take n is equal to 2, it will be the same thing, 3, same thing, 4, same thing. It will continue like this. So when n is going to be 1, 2, 3 up to 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. 24 by 25 is 0 point something. Uska GIF will become 0. I'll not get any value so far. But the moment I start having 20, that's when I get 1. 21 pe I'll get another 1. And this will continue. और मेरे को 25 चाहिए. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 25 times. So as long as n turns out to be 40, मेरे को 50 चाहिए ना, तो मेरे को चाहिए 44. I shouldn't touch 2. As in n cannot be 45, because if n is 45, 45 plus 5 is 50, 50 by 25 is 2. So I will touch 2. So I don't want 2 right now. So each of these values is going to give me a 1. Am I going to get 25 ones? If yes, great. If no, then I'll have to touch 50. Right? Abhi itna check kar lete. These all were giving me 0 and these all are going to give me 1 each. So how many numbers are here? 20 se 44 kitne numbers hain? We have a total of 25 numbers here. So if we have 25 numbers and each one is going to give me 1, so the sum will be 25. That's exactly what we want. So the largest value of n that we can put is 44. This was also a theta question, so we had to type in 4 and 4. So no formula, pure common sense, just the concept of what GIF is. GIF for me is greatest integer function, okay? 21st, a mixture contains lemon juice and sugar syrup in equal proportion. If a new mixture is created by adding this mixture and sugar syrup in the ratio 1:3, then the ratio of lemon juice and sugar syrup in the new mixture is. देखो भाई, if they are mixed in the ratio 1:3, that means if there are 4 parts to it, so final में भी whatever we get, there will be 4 parts or a multiple of 4. So 1 plus 7 is 8. ये हो सकता है. 1 plus 6 is 7. नहीं हो सकता. It should be 4 or multiple of 4, no? 1 plus 5 is 6. नहीं हो सकता. 1 plus 4 is 5. नहीं हो सकता. So this will be our answer. Now someone says कि नहीं, if I had to actually solve, so how I'm going to solve this? So it says lemon juice and syrup, they are in equal proportion. ये दोनों 1 and 1 है. Now इस mixture को with sugar syrup, they are mixed in the ratio 1:3. But this is not 1, this is 2. If this is 2 and if I want it to be in ratio 1:3, तो अपन को इधर को 6 लेना पड़ेगा. So if I take 6 units of sugar syrup abhi, and there was 1 unit already involved, so total sugar syrup is 7 and the juice will remain 1. So that's not going to change. ठीक है? So 1:7 will become our answer anyways. And I believe this is the last question. Coordinate, algebra. You can also treat this as geometry. So ABCD is a parallelogram. So randomly draw parallelogram. Do not draw x-axis, y-axis. Don't waste your time. क्या कर लोगे x, y निकाल के? Computer थोड़ी हो कि exact draw करके point भी निकाल सकेंगे हम. We are not that good, right? Humans. We are flawed. And the same question we again did in our last lab to CAT 2022 वाले session में. So we need to find out the vertex, fourth vertex का coordinate. So the fastest way is if you take the midpoint of the diagonals. Sorry, if you take the meeting point of the diagonals, this will be always the midpoint of the vertices. है ना? So what I have to do is I have to take the average of A and C coordinates. That average will give us the midpoint. That will be same as the average of B and D. है ना? तो x coordinate का पहले check करते हैं. So 1 plus minus 2 by 2, that's what the midpoint here will give us, the x part, should be same as D का जो है average, x वाला part का. So 2 gets cancelled out. So from here you will straight away get -1 -3 x is equal to -4. तो ये जो point होगा ये -4 तो होना ही है. There was only one option with -4, so go ahead and mark it. You don't have to check for y if you are confident with your calculation, right? You don't have to even figure out what these values are. All you had to do was equate. In other words, all you had to do was add these x. That should be equal to the x part here and this 3. क्योंकि average दोनों side करना है. If you are going to perform the same calculation on both either side of the equal to sign, why are you even performing that calculation, right? So you'll straight away get the value of x as -4 and you can answer it. So we took almost an hour. So yes, because the explanation was going on, then there were actually 2 questions which are very, very difficult ones. So a student who really wanted to score, you know, a decent 99 or not 99, 99.99 or 100 percentile, you could have solved 20 out of 22 questions within 40 minutes duration. If you got stuck in one of those 2 questions, then most probably you will not be able to, you know, reach up to 20 questions. ठीक है, खैर अब तो रिजल्ट आएगा तो पता चलेगा. So that's all from our side. So we have started with our CAT 2023 comprehensive program. So if you are willing to, you know, write CAT next year, so you can join our program where you will be given a tablet wherein all the videos are pre-fed and you can, you know, have your lessons and the live sessions from there. You will be given classroom sessions, which is going to be completely live and you can access it from anywhere. It works even on 2G. Do you know that? So 2G अब तो होगा नहीं, I believe, but even it works at the remote most places. We will be providing you with more than 70 mocks covering CAT and non-CAT exams. Practice tests will be there with sectional and topic tests. All of those will be there, which will have around 10,000 questions. Recorded lectures will be there. Apart from whatever we do in the class as concept, we do a lot of exam-based videos where we discuss those questions. And if you look into our marathon session and last lap to CAT and the revision classes, if you have gone through these 3 sessions of ours, in the first slot there were actually 5 questions that we did exactly. ठीक है, 5 क्वेश्चन ऐसे ही ऐसे थे. ठीक है, so those questions are made by us, so we try to make it as close to CAT as possible. Okay, you will be given books for your VRC, QA and LRDI as well. We will help you with your GDPI and VAT preparation. Some of the sessions will be recorded, some of the sessions will happen live, wherein you can participate and have your queries clarified. We'll also provide you with study notes and the formula ebooks. And all the previous year questions will be at one place, so you don't have to go online and search for those. Last lap to SNAP and IFT has started. So it's going to happen from 30th November to 9 December every day at 7 p.m. So people who did not, I mean, for whom CAT exam did not go well, please don't be sad. You know, okay, don't give up. You still have SNAP, IFT, and ZAT coming your way. And NMAT if you haven't given at your attempt. Okay, so the complete revision will happen in 10 days. So people who are on YT, please make sure that you subscribe, press that notification button so that you get notified. Like Varun was notified the moment he was about to sleep. He came to know that the discussion is going to happen, so he reached to us. Okay, and MyCAT 2023 exam analysis. Now this is again a very important part. Not all of you are, you know, going to target MyCAT, but people who are targeting MyCAT, these people are very, very serious about the exam, right? So the exam analysis will happen on 3rd of December at 2:30 p.m. by Mr. Srinivas. Okay, just like our CAT exam analysis, we will be doing section-wise analysis, good attempts, exam pattern, and the difficulty level we're going to discuss. That will give you an idea as to will the score should be higher this year as compared to last year, or should it be lower. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you guys have any doubt, please do join our Telegram channel, which is BYJU'S MBA Doubts. And people who are watching on YT, you can download our app for free and watch hundreds and hundreds of videos, all for free. Thank you. That's all from my side. See you guys tomorrow for the first slot LRDI section discussion. So I'm going to discuss the questions. How should we have proceeded? And we'll see in how much time, in how many minutes we could have actually solved how many sets. Chalo. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow then.